love that song. Before we do that, though, it'll come up right after the break. Here in just a second, I'm going to welcome my lovely guest on. His name is Bill Larkin. He's fabulous. He's hilarious. He's just a delightful person, and he's also doing streaming shows on Saturdays. And I put up all his info, but he'll have his little, and then, well, you'll see. We'll get there in a second, and you'll see exactly where his little tag is or whatever. And yeah, he's a fellow doula and just an all-around great person. So without further ado, please put your hands together and welcome my friend, very talented Bill Larkin. Oh. Woohoo! Welcome to the show. Welcome to my bar.
I wasn't doing anything at all. I was.
Oh, did I catch you unawares?
We didn't discuss this beforehand, Katie, but you know how we all have discovered lockdown, or maybe we've started reading more, or maybe we're learning to cook or something like that.
Yeah.
I have discovered red wine.
Just that it exists?
Pretty much. Well, no, I knew that it existed, but I think that first month I'm like, well, I'm not doing anything. So I actually went to wine.com, because that's not a plug. It's just obviously the first place I thought of where I would get wine. And I just started to get some bottles, and now it's the most important piece of equipment I have during my virtual shows is the wine.
And potentially the most expensive, depending on how bougie you're getting.
There's no potential about it. It is the most expensive. As you know, most of we were talking about how we've been putting our studios together, and for the first few months, I just used my phone and like a mic that you put into the phone.
Yeah.
And that got me by, but now, like we were saying, I'm like, and anybody who's seen my shows knows I've got a mixer, I got an interface. I don't know how to work them, but they're here. And the more I just play with knobs, I guess the better the show gets. I don't know.
I think so. I mean, you're starting out pretty good with just yourself. So if that's where you're starting, it's only going to get better from there.
You're too kind. How have you
I've
been?
asked everybody that's been a doula that's come on the show, what is your doula origin story?
Oh, there actually is a little bit of the first dueling bar I ever played at was at a bar called Duet. It was in Westwood, California. This is 1998. And I remember the audition was very memorable. And I knew 3 songs, by the way.
Okay.
I didn't
That's
tell
all you need.
Yeah. I think everybody who came in already had a big repertoire. I knew Great Balls of Fire.
Okay.
I knew Keep Your Hands to Yourself, because it's just those 3 chords. I'm like, fine. And How Sweet It Is.
Oh.
Couldn't tell you why it was those 3, but I remember the audition, and I remember seeing people at Howl at the Moon. You had to really just, you had, it wasn't just playing, it was emoting, and a lot of glissandos, and I did a lot of that, and I noticed during the audition, like, oh, my hand hurts a little bit, and I looked down, and there was blood, not gushing, but really like all over the keys.
Oh my God.
And I had to stop the audition, and they were like, are you okay? And I'm like, and I had to show them my hand. And they just laughed it off. They're like, get him a Band-Aid. And somehow I got the job because I bled for my art, apparently. But that was my first audition.
Like, he's dedicated. He's
Exactly.
a bleeder,
Away. I didn't faint. I got through it.
That's cool. Glenn says you need a wine fridge by your keyboard.
I need a what?
A wine fridge by your keyboard.
Oh.
They want you to upgrade your equipment even more.
Oh, that's whoever. I've not seen. I see the comments in front of me. Yes, that is an excellent. That is the next piece of gear.
Yes, I like the way you think, Glenn. Very good thinking.
Yeah.
So you also did stuff with Second City as well, correct?
I did their conservatory program, and I'm thinking that's when I I'm trying to remember when we met, and I know it was a while ago. We met at Howl at the Moon, of course, but
Yeah.
it was, I want to say maybe 10 years ago. It was a while ago now, right?
Yeah, it was even longer than that. Yeah. So,
Yeah,
yeah, over a decade, like probably 12 years ago, something like
probably
that.
right. Yeah, I
Yeah.
was. I did their conservatory. I didn't. I musically directed a show there, which was nice because I got to do my own silly songs as well. That was back in 2014, 2015. So that's the extent of my Second City, but I've done, some projects with them. So it's always been great. I mean, the dueling piano bar has always been that, and doing theater and some voiceover and stuff have always been like more the career.
Yeah.
But no, any chance to do, I used to play for improv shows way back in the day before the dueling piano circuit came around. I played for some troops in Orlando, Florida, and we all moved out to LA. I was Wayne Brady's keyboard player for a while because we all moved out together.
Oh,
And
nice.
uh, yeah, it was a extremely talented troupe of people. So yeah, throughout my 20s, I mostly played for improv, and then dueling piano happened mostly as I got closer to my 30s, which was still so long ago. Ugh.
You don't look a day over 30, though. I would have put you right at 30. But
Yeah.
because I wanted to ask about your Saturday night shows. So you do your Saturday night show, you do parody song improv. What is that exactly?
Yeah, it was like we've been doing, we've been doing the pop shows because that's what we, I mostly do 80s or we theme it to what works, might work for us. But again, I used to do improv years ago, and I wanted to kind of bring it back during this time because I wasn't doing anything, and I was very nervous. And I came up with a concept where somebody would give us a pop song like you would do in a normal piano show,
Yeah.
and somebody would like tweak the title a little bit. So, like the example I always give is, Weird Al took like a virgin and turned it into like a surgeon. So
Yeah.
somebody like changed the title a little bit, and then we'd come up with a title that we like, and then I would improvise it. So I did that, and the first few shows were not that good. I was rusty, and got there a little bit, but now this tomorrow show is my 14th episode.
Oh wow. Okay.
Um, and it is my favorite show to do now. It's just 2 hours of that, and the audience always comes up with the best titles. Um, and yeah, like I said, I love doing the pop shows, but I love the silly improv now too. It's been so much fun.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Yeah, I've definitely tried to do like, some improv type stuff during my show just to kind of keep it interesting, keep it different. So definitely helps. Definitely makes it. Because
Yeah.
I've never been one just to sit and play and that's it.
No,
So
exactly. I mean, anything to, yeah, make it a little bit different is always good. So.
absolutely. So did you want to share something with us today? I just lost my light. I'll
Oh,
fix that
where'd
in a
you go?
second. I
Katie?
know. Bill, I can't see anything.
I hear you. Oh no, there you are.
I did that once when I was on Instagram. I didn't know that I was using the light on my camera
Yeah.
and then I didn't. When you're on Instagram, it doesn't do that for you. So then I started my friend's show just completely in the dark. Was like, oh, whoops, here I am, just singing in the dark. It's awkward.
As long as you can be heard, right? That's all that really matters.
Exactly. Yes.
Um, yeah, I could either we could take a request, or I could do one of my own songs. I do trying to think which one of my own. There is one. First of all, how dirty can we be on this show?
The analogy that I use is I said I keep it like family friendly, where I will still do like Lizzo songs, just not say the cuss words.
Excellent. Okay.
But I probably wouldn't do.
So you would
Forgot
bleep.
about Dre.
Right.
Yeah.
You would bleep where you need to bleep. Okay.
Yeah, exactly.
Because I'm thinking through my Rolodex of what I would. Because I'm in. There's a song I wrote a couple of when I had a birthday a couple of years ago. I wrote a song on my birthday because it was sort of a milestone birthday, and I guess I could perform that one if it's all right.
I would love it. I'm gonna go because I can still hear you. So I'm gonna go fix my light. Although someone did say Scott said "Piano in the Dark" by Brenda Russell, which very apropos.
Actually, if you were going to do Piano in the Dark, it could sound however you want. I cry when he plays piano in the dark. See, it's accurate because that's how you would sound playing piano in the dark. You don't have
Yeah.
to get the notes right. Um, go. We'll do that. I will. Yeah, I'll just do the song. Again, this was many birthdays ago, but it's a song I wrote on my birthday. So here we go.
Cool. I love it.
It hurts when I stand. I can't see past my own hand. The hair has left my head and has moved to my back instead. I love being 45. I'm closer to death now than birth. I've been reading books on gardening and self-worth. My clothes no longer fit and I always have to I love being 45. I take medications to excess. And when the TV's on, I find I've been enjoying CBS. I got laid 0 when I was younger, I confess, but now take that number and somehow make it less. I think there's something in my stool. And when I wake each morning, I drown in my own drool. I asked my doctor, how could this be happening to me now? And he said, well, Mr. Larkin, I'm afraid that you're 45. My body used to be svelte, but now I've had to drill some extra holes into my belt. I cannot see my nuts. He hates my guts. I can't say that. 45. These aren't problems you can just ignore, especially because they weren't problems when I was 44. And now my memory is fading. And what's more, I can't even remember if I've said something before. I think there's something in my stool. And when I wake each morning, I drown in my own drool. And I'm finding the music of Pat Boone kind of cool. And now I'm extra tense because Fox News is making sense. Please frickin' kill me. I'm 45. There's no such thing as love. And there is no God above. How do I know? I'm 45! But when you get this far, you find out just who you are. You have some money to spend. You love to nap. And you love your friends. And you don't have to see a shrink. You're caring less what others think. I love being 45. Just crap myself. I love being 45. The saddest part of that song, Katie, is I wrote it 6 years ago. I am 51.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, like I said, not a day over 30, my friend.
To you being too kind. Thank you.
My friend Kim says, hilarious.
Oh, too good. Well, very kind. Thank you.
But so you've written a number of songs. You have an album of funny songs,
I do.
correct?
I
If
do.
people wanted to find out more of your funny songs, where do they find them? Where can we
Well-
get the album? Can we stream it? What's the...
You can. I have a box of, I'm not kidding, 900 CDs. If somebody just wants to come to my house, I'll just give them the box because apparently CDs are no longer a thing. But no, you can go on Spotify and Amazon and iTunes. The album is called Knowing Your Audience. And actually, my website, which is easy to remember, it's just BillLarkin.com. There's a video section where you can see the live album recording happen. So you can watch it that way if you're so inclined.
Yeah, I would love that.
So, yeah.
And then tomorrow, your show is at 9 o'clock on Facebook, correct?
On Facebook, 9 p.m. Chicago time. Yep, Bill Larkin Music is the Facebook page. And like we were talking about earlier, I'm going to discover the Twitch. At 51, I'm already discovering the Twitch, and it's right here. But I'm also at Bill Larkin Music on Twitch, so I'll be doing shows there. And yeah, slowly, like we were saying, discovering the technology and getting there slowly but surely. So
yeah, it's hard, especially now that you're 51. You know?
That's right. But again, not a day over 30. So
Yep, exactly. Well, thanks so much for being a guest and sharing your loveliness and talentedness with us.
Thank you. I always I've always been a fan of yours, and I always enjoy your talentedness. And yeah, and you perform. Plug yourself now. You perform how many days a week yourself?
So Tuesdays are on Twitch exclusively, and then tonight is Friday nights, KATY'S online piano bars
Right.
is open. So
Cool. It's be said. Good. That's
thanks.
all we.
Yeah, I'm so bad at plugging myself, so thank you. But have a good weekend. We'll see you tomorrow at your show.
Excellent.
And thanks again, man. You're awesome. I love you, and take care, and I will talk to you soon.
Shit. Have fun, everybody. Take care. Thanks, kid.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
The fabulous Bill Larkin, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, he's so great. So funny. So yeah, definitely check out his show tomorrow night on Facebook because he is hilarious.